Let's now go across to Tamil Nadu, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah is on a two-day visit. Currently, as we speak, he is in Tamil Nadu and he is there going to lay a number of infrastructure projects. He's going to lay foundation stone as well as inaugurate a number of infrastructure projects there. You're looking at the carcade of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Earlier, we saw how supporters were greeting him. He was waving to supporters on the streets of Tamil Nadu. He is on a two-day visit to Tamil Nadu, which is extremely significant both from the development point of view and the political point of view. Political point of view because of the fact that assembly elections will be taking place in Tamil Nadu in May 2021, and the Home Minister has decided to go there in the run-up to that. And also very, very critical as far as development projects are concerned, because he is going to give a push to development across various spheres there in Tamil Nadu, considering that he will be inaugurating many infrastructure projects there. He will be dedicating a 380 crore rupees Thervoy Kandigai Reservoir in neighbouring Thiruvarur district, which is a reservoir which has been formed by combining two lakes. There you can look at Union Home Minister greeting the people of Tamil Nadu. And besides that, our correspondent Philip Matthew is now joining us. Philip, what is going to be the itinerary of Home Minister Amit Shah going forward?
Well, Munmun, I can tell you that Union Home Minister is now going to arrive here talking at Levanar Arangam, which is one of the key convention centers in the city. He will be inaugurating development projects worth 67,000 crore rupees. That includes the fifth reservoir that will supply water to Chennai city. Apart from that, he will be inaugurating the foundation stone for the second phase of the Chennai Metro Rail project, and of course inaugurating the elevated expressway between Avinashi and Coimbatore, besides various other projects of Indian Oil Corporation. So these are clearly development projects that will be for the future growth of Tamil Nadu, and the Home Minister will be participating in events here at the Kalavannar Arangam. Thereafter, he will be moving to the back to his hotel where...
Yes, Philip, hold on now. Let's now go across to Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, where he is at a function related to Lal Bahadur Shastri Awards.
Of the people, for the advancement of the living condition of the people. And it's not only economic, it should also be in the direction of making the people's life more comfortable and happy. Happiness do not come only through materialistic this thing. There is something more.
We will go back to that address as and when we are able to connect again. But for now, we are telling you that Union Home Minister Amit Shah is in Tamil Nadu. He is there on a two-day visit. He has detailed engagements there over the past 2 days. There are elaborate engagements with regard to inauguration and laying the foundation stone of various infrastructure projects there. And Home Minister Amit Shah is in Tamil Nadu today. And Home Minister arrived in Chennai, where he received a rousing welcome. He will be inaugurating many infrastructure projects in the state. The Home Minister will dedicate the 380 crore rupees Thervoy Kandigai Reservoir in neighbouring Thiruvarur. The reservoir, formed by combining two lakes, Thervoy Kandigai and Kanankotai, will meet Chennai's additional requirements for drinking water. Spread across 1,495 acres, it will serve as the fifth reservoir for the city and help to avert a drought-like situation in case of failure of rains. Amit Shah will also lay the foundation stones for a slew of infrastructure projects worth over 67,000 crore rupees during his visit. The Home Minister will lay the foundation stones for phase 2 of the Chennai Metro Rail project, the Coimbatore Avinashi elevated expressway project, Indian Oil Corporation's petroleum terminal at Valor, and 1,400 crore rupees loop plant, among others. Amit Shah will also address a meeting of BJP state office bearers and district presidents later in the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the 8th Convocation ceremony of Pandit Deendayal Petroleum University via video conferencing. About 2,600 students got their respective degree or diploma at the convocation this year. Prime Minister Modi congratulated students and extended best wishes for their future endeavours.
आप जैसे इंडस्ट्री रेडी ग्रेजुएट्स मिल रहे हैं। आपको बधाई आपके परिश्रम के लिए। आपने जो इस यूनिवर्सिटी में सीखा है उसके लिए, और शुभकामनाएं नेशन बिल्डिंग के जिस बड़े लक्ष्य को लेकर आज आप यहां से प्रस्थान कर रहे हैं, उस नई मंजिल के लिए, नए सफर के लिए मुझे विश्वास है कि आप अपनी स्किल, अपने टैलेंट, अपने प्रोफेशनलिज्म से आत्मनिर्भर भारत की बड़ी ताकत बन के उभरेंगे।
The Prime Minister said a special fund has been created for professionals and students who want to incubate their ideas, concepts and products.
आप जैसे स्टूडेंट्स और प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए एक विशेष फंड भी बनाया गया है। अगर आपके पास भी कोई आइडिया हो, कोई प्रोडक्ट हो या कोई कंसेप्ट हो जिसे आप इंक्यूबेट करना चाहते हैं, तो ये फंड आपके लिए एक बेहतरीन अवसर भी है, एक सरकार की तरफ से तोहफा भी है।
PM Modi also said that the country aims at cutting carbon footprint by 30 to 35%. He said efforts are on to increase use of natural gas by 4 times for energy requirements in this decade. The Prime Minister also said that work is underway to double the country's petroleum refining capacity in the next 5 years.
आज देश अपने कार्बन फुटप्रिंट की 30 से 35% तक कम करने का लक्ष्य लेकर के आगे बढ़ रहा है। दुनिया के सामने जब ये बात लेकर के मैं गया, दुनिया को अचरज था, क्या भारत ये कर सकता है? प्रयास ये है कि इस दशक में अपनी ऊर्जा जरूरतों में नेचुरल गैस की हिस्सेदारी को हम 4 गुना तक बढ़ाएंगे। देश की ऑयल रिफाइनिंग कैपेसिटी को भी आने वाले 5 सालों में करीब करीब 2 गुना करने के लिए काम किया जा रहा है।
The Prime Minister also laid the foundation stone of a 45 megawatt production plant of monocrystalline solar photovoltaic panel and Center of Excellence in Water Technology during the event. The convocation also witnessed the Prime Minister inaugurating Innovation and Incubation Center, Technology Business Incubation, Translational Research Center and Sports Complex at the Pandit Deendayal Petroleum University.
यहां स्थापित होने जा रहे 45 मेगावाट का सोलर पैनल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट हो या सेंटर ऑफ एक्सेलेंस ऑन वाटर टेक्नोलॉजी, देश के लिए पीडीपीयू के लार्जर विजन को भी ये प्रकट करता है। साथियों, आज आप ऐसे समय में इंडस्ट्री में कदम रख रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी से निकल करके इंडस्ट्री की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं, जब पैंडेमिक के चलते पूरी दुनिया के एनर्जी सेक्टर में भी बड़े बदलाव हो रहे हैं।
Keeping in mind the importance of the Petroleum University in India and abroad, PM Modi proposed to change the name of Petroleum University to Energy University.
बीते 1.5 दशक में पीडीपीयू ने पेट्रोलियम सेक्टर के साथ साथ पूरे एनर्जी स्पेक्ट्रम और अन्य क्षेत्रों में भी अपना विस्तार किया है। और पीडीपीयू की प्रगति देखते हुए आज मैं गुजरात सरकार को भी अनुरोध करता हूं कि जब मैं इस काम पे शुरू में सोच रहा था तब मेरे मन में था कि पेट्रोलियम यूनिवर्सिटी, क्योंकि गुजरात पेट्रोलियम क्षेत्र में आगे बढ़ना चाहता था। लेकिन अब जिस प्रकार से देश और दुनिया की रिक्वायरमेंट है, जिस प्रकार से इस यूनिवर्सिटी ने अपना रूप लिया है, मैं गुजरात सरकार से आग्रह करूंगा कि कानून में अगर आवश्यक हो तो परिवर्तन करके इसको सिर्फ पेट्रोलियम यूनिवर्सिटी के बजाय अच्छा होगा अब इसको हम एक एनर्जी यूनिवर्सिटी के रूप में कन्वर्ट करें।
India has conveyed its strong concern to Pakistan on the terror attack planned by Jaish-e-Mohammed in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Ministry of External Affairs in a statement expressed its serious concerns at the continued terror attacks by JEM against India. Pakistan charged the affairs was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs and a strong protest was lodged at the attempted attack, which was only prevented from happening by the alertness of the Indian security forces. It was demanded that Pakistan desist from its policy of supporting terrorists and terror groups operating from its territory and dismantle the terror infrastructure operated by terrorist outfits to launch attacks in other countries. India reiterated its long-standing demand that Pakistan fulfill its international obligations and bilateral commitments to not allow any territory under its control to be used for terrorism against India in any manner. Let's now go back to Tamil Nadu, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah is there on a two-day visit. He's been greeted by BJP workers and the general public after his arrival at the Chennai airport. He has elaborate arrangements over 2 days there, which include laying the foundation stone of and inaugurating various infrastructure projects. This visit is also important from the political perspective, considering that in May 2021, Assembly polls will be taking place in Tamil Nadu. Home Minister will be paying floral tributes to Bharat Ratna Dr. MGR and J.J. Lalita, and then he will be inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of various development projects, and he will also be meeting with state office bearers and district presidents of BJP in Tamil Nadu. Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Chennai and he received a rousing welcome there. He will be inaugurating many infrastructure projects in the state. He will be dedicating a 380 crore rupees reservoir in Tiruvallur district that will be spread across 1495 acres. It will serve as the fifth reservoir for the city. And not just that, there will be a number of other infrastructure projects as well. He'll be laying the foundation stone for projects worth over 67,000 crore rupees. And the reservoir that I was mentioning earlier is the fifth major reservoir in the outskirts of Chennai. Besides that, he will be laying the foundation stone for phase 2 of the Chennai Metro Rail project, the Coimbatore Avinashi Elevated Expressway project, the Indian Oil Corporation's petroleum terminal at Valor, and a 1400 crore rupees lube plant, among others. There you're looking at Union Home Minister Amit Shah paying floral tributes to Bharat Ratna Dr. MGRG and J.J. Lalita. Home Minister will also be inaugurating a series of developmental projects and will continue to meet representatives of Tamil Nadu BJP and also senior leaders of ally AIADMK. The senior BJP leaders' visit to Chennai comes as political parties in the state have already sounded the poll bugle for the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections set to be held in May 2021. Home Minister Amit Shah has kicked off his visit by paying floral tributes to veteran AIADMK icons and ex-chief ministers M.G. Ramachandran and J.J. Lalita at the Kalaivanar Arangam. This will be followed by him laying the foundation stones and inaugurating various developmental projects there, including phase 2 of the Chennai Metro. COVID-19 protocols being strictly followed there, social distancing norms being strictly followed after So COVID-19 protocols being strictly followed. All those who've gathered at the venue are wearing masks. Social distancing is being followed. And in a kind gesture, Union Home Minister has paid floral tributes to the two icons of AIADMK, J. Jayalalitha and M. G. Ramachandran.
நன்றி. இப்போது குத்து விளக்கேற்றும் நிகழ்வு. மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள், மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் ஆகியோரை குத்து விளக்கு ஏற்றும்படி அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம்.
Lighting of a lamp is very auspicious as it kindles the spirit of wisdom and knowledge and dispels darkness. We request our Honorable Union Home Minister, Honorable Chief Minister and other dignitaries to light the traditional lamp.
நன்றி. இப்போது சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்களை கௌரவிக்கும் நிகழ்வு. மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் பொன்னாடை போர்த்தி நினைவு பரிசு வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
Our Honorable Chief Minister will now present a shawl and memento to Honorable Union Home Minister.
இப்போது மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு துணை முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் நினைவு பரிசு வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
Our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister will now present a shawl and memento to the Honorable Union Home Minister.
இப்போது மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு தமிழக சட்டப்பேரவை தலைவர் அவர்கள் பொன்னாடை வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
Honorable Speaker of the Tamilnadu Legislative Assembly will now present a shawl to the Honorable Union Home Minister.
இப்போது மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு தொழில்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் பொன்னாடை வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
The Honorable Minister for Industries will now present a shawl to the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
இப்போது மாண்புமிகு துணை முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு தொழில்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் பொன்னாடை வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
The Honorable Minister for Industries will now present a shawl to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
இப்போது மாண்புமிகு தமிழக சட்டப்பேரவை தலைவர் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு தொழில்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் பொன்னாடை வழங்கி கௌரவிப்பார்.
The Honorable Minister for Industries has presented a shawl to the Honorable Speaker of the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly.
அடுத்ததாக இன்றைய நாளின் பெருமை மிகு நிகழ்வில் வரவேற்புரை ஆற்ற வருமாறு மரியாதைக்குரிய அரசு தலைமைச் செயலாளர் திரு க. சண்முகம் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம்.
We call upon the respected Chief Secretary to the Government of Tamil Nadu to deliver the welcome address.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். உருபசியும் ஓவா பிணியும் செருவகையும் சேராது இயல்வது நாடு. A country which is free from hunger, epidemics, and dreaded enemies prospers. These are the sacred words of sage Thiruvalluvar, and we, Tamils, follow this dictum for centuries. Today, Tamilnadu is a model welfare state because for many years our administration is balancing between the development and the welfare of poor and downtrodden for achieving the goal of growth, equity, and social justice. Tamil Nadu has a legacy of implementing several development and infrastructure projects and pioneering welfare measures for uplifting the underprivileged. In that path, today is a significant day as we are launching some of the most critical infrastructure projects and dedicating a completed water reservoir project to the benefit of the people. Dedication of the 5th water reservoir at Thervai Kandigai, launching phase 2 of metro rail project, which is expected to bring a transformational change in Chennai urban transportation, expansion of Chennai Trade Center, projects relating to Indian Oil Corporation, elevated corridor at Coimbatore, massive checkdown at Nanjay Pogolur. All such projects stands a testimony to the development initiatives of this government. At this momentous occasion, there cannot be a more apt guest than our Honorable Union Home Minister to launch such important projects, who is well known for his grit and ability to make an impossible thing as a possible one. We are honored and grateful to you, sir, for your gracious presence here despite your busy schedule. It is our privilege and honor to have you as our chief guest. I wholeheartedly welcome the Honorable Union Home Minister with a folded hand on behalf of our Honorable Chief Minister, State Government, and the people of Tamil Nadu. Our Honorable Chief Minister, who is presiding over this grand function, is a multifaceted personality. He is a performing Chief Minister. He has been relentlessly working for the all-round development of the state. He is passionate for water management and agriculture development and has a great zeal in implementing welfare schemes. He is a promoter of industry and creator of employment for the youth. He is tough in handling issues like COVID-19 and law and order. I welcome him wholeheartedly on behalf of the government. Our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who is a pillar of support to our Honorable Chief Minister in making the development happen in the state. I am happy to welcome the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. It is also my pleasure and privilege to welcome Honorable Speaker, Honorable Ministers, MPs, MLAs, and other elected representatives, leaders, officials, public, and other participants, press and media. I once again welcome you all for this grand function. Thank you very much. Nandri, vanakkam.
Thank you, sir.
இப்போது சிறப்பாக முடிவுற்ற திட்டப்பணிகள் துவக்க விழா மற்றும் புதிய வளர்ச்சி திட்டங்களுக்கான அடிக்கல் நாட்டு விழா துவங்குகிறது. திருவள்ளூர் மாவட்டம் கண்ணன்கோட்டை தேர்வாய் கண்டிகை பகுதியில் 380 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் அமைக்கப்பட்டிருக்கும் நீர்த்தேக்க திட்டத்தை மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் தமிழக மக்களுக்காக இப்போது அர்ப்பணிக்கிறார்.
Honorable Union Home Minister will now dedicate the new reservoir constructed at Kannankote Thervai Kandigai in Tiruvallur district at a cost of 380 crore rupees to the people of Tamil Nadu. A short film on this project.
Chennai is one of the fastest growing metropolitan cities in India. The city has a water requirement of around 1 TMC per month, met by Pundi, Pural, Sholavaram and Chembarambakam reservoirs. As a solution to meet the ever-growing demand for water, the Tamilnadu government, under the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Edappadi K. Palanichami, has completed the Kannankotai Tiruvai Reservoir, being the fifth reservoir located in Tiruvallur district with a capacity of 0.50 TMC and capable of supplying drinking water of 1 TMC by 2 fillings to Chennai city. This was a pet project of the former Chief Minister and visionary leader Puratchi Thalaivi Amma. Built by joining Kannankotai and Tiruvai Kandigai tanks, covering an area of 1,497.64 acres. Total storage of reservoirs around the city is around 11,257 million cubic feet, 11 TMC. Now, the increased storage capacity is 11,757 million cubic feet. This reservoir would also supply water towards agricultural requirements. This state-of-the-art reservoir is built at a cost of Rs 380 crores. Being the first reservoir to be built for Chennai city in the last 76 years, this Kannankotai Tiruvai Kandigai reservoir is a true testament of Tamil Nadu government's relentless effort to make it a surplus water state in the country. The best gift you can give to future generation is water. Conserve water, conserve life.
அடுத்ததாக தமிழகத்தில் 61,843 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் நடைமுறைப்படுத்தப்பட உள்ள இரண்டாம் கட்ட சென்னை மெட்ரோ ரயில் திட்டத்திற்கு மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் அடிக்கல் நாட்டுகிறார்.
Honorable Union Home Minister will now lay the foundation stone for the Metro Rail Project Phase 2 for Chennai City to be implemented at a cost of 61,843 crore rupees. A short film about this project will be screened now.
Chennai Metro Rail is the new crown jewel of Greater Chennai's rich tradition and grandeur. CMRL's Phase 1 project, covering 2 corridors for 45 kilometers with a total of 32 metro stations, has been successfully completed and is in operation considering the demand for fast, safe, efficient and sustainable public transport system. CMRL's Phase 2 project is being planned for 118.9 kilometers at one stretch, a first of its kind in metro rail projects in India at an estimated cost of Rs 61,843 crores, supported by Government of India, Government of Tamilnadu, JICA, ADB, AIIB and NDB. Foundation stone for Phase 2 is being laid today. Corridor 3 is a north-south corridor from Madhavaram to Sipcot with 50 metro stations comprising 20 elevated and 30 underground stations connecting the prime locations of Chennai city. Corridor 4 is the east-west corridor from Lighthouse to Punamalli bypass with 30 metro stations comprising of 18 elevated and 12 underground stations. Corridor 5 with 42 elevated and 6 underground stations, orbitally integrates the other corridors of Chennai Metro from Madhavaram to Solinganallur to provide seamless connectivity. With the completion of these 3 corridors by 2026, Chennai will have 173 kilometers of metro stretch carrying 25 lakh passengers per day, accounting for 25% of public transport trips, to transform into a world-class destination for investments and economic activities. As part of multimodal integration, the proposed Phase 2 network is to be integrated with other public transport modes, suburban rail, MRTS, city bus service, etc. at 21 different locations to ensure hassle-free and seamless connectivity, improving ease of living for people. Government's key goal. Be ready for an eco-enchanting, tranquil travel. Chennai Metro, Ungal Metro.
அடுத்ததாக தமிழகத்தில் கோவை மாநகர் அவினாசி சாலையில் 1620 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் உயர்மட்ட சாலை திட்டத்திற்கு மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் அடிக்கல் நாட்டுகிறார்.
The Honorable Union Home Minister will now lay the foundation stone for the elevated highway along Avinashi Road in Coimbatore district to be constructed at a cost of 1,620 crore rupees. A short film on the project will be screened now.
Coimbatore, the Manchester of South India, is accessible from the north through Avinashi Road, which is the major arterial road to the city. Avinashi Road connects the airport, various educational institutions, industries and hospitals to Coimbatore city. Avinashi Road, being the lifeline of Coimbatore, is ever busy with heavy traffic congestion. To provide congestion-free access to the city, an elevated flyover from Goldwins to Uppilipalayam was conceived, covering a length of 10.1 kilometers at an estimated cost of 1,620 crore rupees. This flyover is the longest elevated flyover in Tamilnadu, bypassing 15 traffic intersections, saving 40 minutes in travelling time. This flyover incorporates 4 entry and 4 exit points to various important city junctions and includes 5 pedestrian subways. This project, on its completion in 4 years, would be a crown jewel in the infrastructure map of Coimbatore.
அடுத்ததாக கரூர் மாவட்டம் நஞ்சை புகழூரில் 406 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் காவிரி ஆற்றின் குறுக்கே கதவணை கட்டும் திட்டத்திற்கு மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் அடிக்கல் நாட்டுகிறார்.
Honorable Union Home Minister will now lay the foundation stone for the barrage across Kaveri in Nanjay Pogolur, Karu district to be constructed at a cost of 406 crore rupees. A short film on the project. Agriculture is a traditional and important occupation for the people of Tamilnadu. Rivers like Kaveri, Bavani, Baigai and Tamra have played a prominent role in ushering green revolution in the state. After he took charge of the reins of the state, the Honorable Chief Minister has launched Tamilnadu Water Resources Conservation and Augmentation Mission, a program for the future water security of the state with people's participation. Under this program, check dams, small and big, construction of barrages across the river, community-based Kudimaramat scheme, rainwater harvesting programs, both in urban and rural areas, special desiltation program in delta districts, extension, renovation, modernization of major irrigation systems like Kaveri, Bennare, Bavani have been launched by Honorable Chief Minister. Water conservation efforts like promotion micro irrigation also been taken up in large scale. Revival of the traditional Kudimaramathu system is an excellent example of the Honorable Chief Minister's vision for the water management in the state. Nadandai Vari Kaveri is a Kaveri river rejuvenation based on Namame Ganga program. The construction of a Nanjay Pogolur Barrage across the Kaveri river basin at a cost of 406 crore rupees is a part of this initiative. The barrage is 1,056 meters long with 73 gates with 0.8 TMC storage capacity. The two channels of Nanjay Pogolur Barrage irrigates 4,041 acres. Apart from irrigation, it also fulfills the water needs for industries, fisheries, horticulture, animal husbandry, and also improve the groundwater level. Honorable Chief Minister's remarkable initiatives has resulted in a drastic turnaround of a water deficit state to a water surplus state. As a proof, Tamilnadu has achieved record food production around 74 lakh metric tons during the year 2019. The vision and efforts of Honorable Chief Minister has been recognized with Tamilnadu being awarded as the best state first rank in the country in National Water Award 2019 by Government of India recently. The great Tamil poet Thiruvallur says, "By the continuance of rain, the world is preserved in existence. It is therefore worthy to be called Amrit."
அடுத்ததாக சென்னை வர்த்தக மையத்தை 309 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் விரிவுபடுத்தும் திட்டத்திற்கு மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் அடிக்கல் நாட்டுகிறார்.
Honorable Union Home Minister will now lay the foundation stone for the expansion of Chennai Trade Center to be implemented at a cost of 309 crore rupees. A short film on the project.
The Tamilnadu Trade Promotion Organization manages the Chennai Trade Center, a premier exhibition complex in Chennai. TNTPO, established in the year 2000, is a joint venture of ITPO and TIDCO.
The Chennai Trade Center is established on a 34.61 acre of prime property well connected to the nerve centers of the city. The Chennai Trade Center hosts a variety of trade fairs, exhibitions and conventions for a diverse clientele and continues to maintain a healthy capital structure and profitability during the 20 years of its successful operations since inception. In order to match the increased demand for exhibition space and to host large international exhibitions with state-of-the-art world-class facilities, the expansion project of the Chennai Trade Center has been conceived at a total project cost outlay
of 309 crore rupees.
The expansion project of the Chennai Trade Center will enable Chennai to become a globally competitive meetings, incentives, conventions and exhibitions MICE destination. The grand vision of our Honorable Prime Minister to drive India forward in trade and industry, aligned with the far-sighted policies of the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in fostering an environment where industry can thrive and flourish. The Chennai Trade Center is proud to be a humble contributor towards this grand vision.
அடுத்ததாக 3200 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் இந்தியன் ஆயில் கார்ப்பரேஷன் நிறுவனத்தின் 3 திட்டங்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் அடிக்கல் நாட்டுகிறார்.
The foundation stone for the 3 projects of the Indian Oil Corporation Limited at a cost of 3,200 crore rupees will be laid by the Honorable Union Home Minister. a short film on the three projects.
The projects for which the foundation is to be laid today are part of the MOU signed by Indian Oil with the Industrial Guidance Bureau of the Government of Tamil Nadu for an investment of over Rs 7,900 crores in petroleum infrastructure during the Global Investors Meet in the year 2019. In addition to meeting the growing demand of the state for petroleum products, the new projects with state-of-the-art technology would enhance the efficiency of fuel supplies besides supplying eco-friendly biofuels. To facilitate the operational flexibility of the new Valor terminal and for handling coastal movement of petroleum products, a captive POL jetty with a capacity of 2 million metric tons per annum is to be commissioned at a cost of Rs 900 crores at the Kamarajar port. The petroleum demand of Chennai and suburbs is now being met by Indian Oil's Kurukupet and Thondeyarpet terminals in North Chennai, as per the advisory of the National Green Tribunal to shift petroleum terminals away from densely populated urban clusters. A new site at Valor near Kamarajar Port has been identified for resiting the existing terminals. Valor terminal, to be set up over 100 acres at a cost of Rs 900 crores, would receive products from CPCL refinery and the port jetty and supply to the markets by road and pipelines. A new integrated lube complex is to be set up over 70 acres at a cost of Rs 1,400 crores at Amul Oil Village in Manali. The new plant, with a capacity of 680,000 metric tons per annum, will have state-of-the-art blending and filling technologies to make a range of advanced eco-friendly lubricants and greases. The new lube facility would be the second largest lube complex in the world, besides symbolizing the pride of Make in India when commissioned. These projects would fuel the growth of Tamil Nadu to greater heights of excellence.
We thank the Honorable Union Home Minister. We thank the Honorable Union Home Minister for dedicating the new reservoir at Kannankote Thervai Kandigai and for laying the foundation stone for various infrastructural projects.
அடுத்து சிறப்புமிக்க இவ்விழாவில் இப்போது மாண்புமிகு துணை முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களை இவ்விழாவில் சிறப்புரையாற்ற வருமாறு பணிவன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம்.
We welcome the People's Chief Minister, who is working tirelessly for the development and welfare of Tamil Nadu, to deliver the presidential address.
மக்கள் திலகம் புரட்சி தலைவர் எம்ஜிஆர் அவர்களையும் மாண்புமிகு இதய தெய்வம் புரட்சி தலைவி அம்மா அவர்களையும் வணங்கி சீரோடும் சிறப்போடும் நடைபெற்று கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த இனிய விழாவில் பங்கேற்று இதய தெய்வம் புரட்சி தலைவி மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களின் தொலைநோக்கு சிந்தனையில் உருவாகி தேர்வாய் கண்டிகள் அமையப்பெற்றுள்ள புதிய நீர்த்தேக்க திட்டத்தை திறந்து வைத்தும் சென்னை மெட்ரோ ரயில் திட்டத்தினுடைய இரண்டாம் கட்ட பணிகள் மற்றும் பல்வேறு உட்கட்டமைப்பு திட்டங்களுக்கு அடிக்கல் நாட்டியும் விழா பேருரை ஆற்ற இருக்கின்ற ஹானரபிள் யூனியன் மினிஸ்டர் ஆஃப் ஹோம் அஃபேர்ஸ் ஸ்ரீ அமித் ஷாஜி அவர்களே, விழாவிற்கு தலைமையேற்றுள்ள மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அன்பிற்கினிய அருமையண்ணன் திரு எடப்பாடி கே பழனிசாமி அவர்களே, சிறப்பான இந்த விழாவிற்கு முன்னிலை வைத்துள்ள மாண்புமிகு தொழில்துறை அமைச்சர் அன்பு சகோதரர் திரு MC சம்பத் அவர்களே, சிறப்பான இந்த விழாவிலே கலந்து கொண்டு விழாவிற்கு சிறப்பு சேர்த்திருக்கின்ற பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சியினுடைய மாநில தலைவர் திரு எல் முருகன் அவர்களே, பாரதிய ஜனதா